And more importantly, to touch on your second question is, so kind of where does DNS play? Why do we need to secure DNS? When you really take a look at, what that really means, DNS, which stands for domain name system, it is really the phone book of the internet. Now, we've just established now that with digital transformation, borders are gone. What's left of an organization is its brand, as it actually sits squarely at the heart of the internet doing business. But being at the heart of the internet, meaning you're doing business in the heart of the enemy, because we've all kind of gone, over the past 2 decades and kind of build that philosophy, say the internet, as amazing as it is, it also provides or comes with a lot of risk. Yes. So from that perspective, DNS is the only pervasive protocol that really connects, Aaron, who doesn't really matter which device, which network, which location he's on, to Sharif, who's God knows where he is, in which location, which device, which network he's on. That seamless connectivity provided by DNS makes DNS and a very critical protocol, because without that there is no business. But also it makes it an easy target, because DNS is trusted by every networking and every security device. UDP53 by default is trusted by everyone, and the people that kind of found that out are the hackers. After we built these many layers in the data center to get in and out of organizations, they couldn't really just go brute force. They had to find ways to kind of enter and exit organizations in a stealth mode. And 5-6 years ago, they actually realized that DNS is that protocol, and they have weaponized it and they use it for infiltration, exfiltration. So you need to secure DNS against few things. One is against DDoS attacks. The concept of DDoS, denial of service attacks, is really prevalent in the networking world. Well, DDoS has kind of evolved to attacking specific protocols. That's why we've seen the rise of things like WAF to protect HTTP or next-gen firewalls. So protecting DNS against DDoS means making sure that an organizational, this critical infrastructure remains available to connect Aaron and Sharif and many others. The second thing is you need to connect it against malware. DNS is 95% of all malware enters organizations and propagates using DNS. So against, reputational, in a reputational fashion, knowing, bad sites and kind of steering users away from going there. But more importantly, given the fact that every 9 minutes there's a new malware and there's a new kind of malware site and command and control site, you need to basically use behavioral machine learning and AI to basically determine real time in zero trust and 0-day capabilities that, hey, there is credit card data, there is some people's information leaving that protocol, which is really a no-no, and kind of block that and protect your organization. And the fact that DNS is so pervasive, you can't really protect it in one place in the network. It has to be protected in the data center. It has to be protected in the endpoints. It has to be protected in the public cloud. It has to be protected in the private cloud. It has to be protected, in the branches. So how do you really do that in a cloud native, cloud managed fashion? Is really, really very important.